Change. Speaking during a visit to the swollen Lake Baringo, British High Commissioner to Kenya Jane Marriott reaffirmed that the UK has doubled its commitment to provide international climate finance up to 1.7 trillion shillings to Kenya over the next 5 years. This comes even as residents living next to the Lake Baringo experience rapid water rises in the area. Lynette Gidwa reports.
The life of a lake whose sterling reputation pervaded the vicinity stands in the brink of oblivion. Lake Baringo, a freshwater lake which has sustained thousands of residents for many years, has submerged shops, markets, health centers and schools. This has left over 5,000 people destitute and displaced. During a visit to Lake Bogoria, British High Commissioner to Kenya Jane Marriott noted the deplorable state of the lake. She affirmed the UK government has committed 1.7 trillion shillings in a bid to assist Kenya mitigate the imminent climate change in the next 5 years.
The UK as a whole has now committed 1.7 trillion shillings, Kenyan shillings equivalent, to climate financing to try and help stop, mitigate, support adaptability and resilience, but most of all long-term planning. We've known this lake here has had flooding potential for over a decade. Where are the plans? How can we work together and support those?
As it stands, Lake Baringo has risen over 42 inches since the month of May. There is even a bigger conundrum. High fears of the joining of Lake Baringo, a freshwater lake, and Lake Bogoria, a salty water lake, looms. This creating an impending disaster.
If you look at what is happening here, we have a freshwater lake here, and up there we have a saltwater lake. It is a phenomenon which is so dangerous that the ecosystem here can actually be destroyed. If we have the two lakes mixing, I'm assuring you, even the flamingos which fly from here to Lake Natron in South Africa will not be there. The natural products we are getting from the algae in this lake will not be there.
However, Vice President of the World Resources Institute and friend of COP26, Wanjira Maathai, has expressed concern over the state of preparedness in the country and called on the government to speed up locally led solutions, tackling the matter at hand before it's too late.
We need to think ahead and also learn from other countries. We're not the only ones going through this. So what is the exchange happening inter-Africa, intra-Africa, and of course internationally beyond our continent? So there's a lot of work to do, but it needs significant resources. Now, I've said many times that adaptation is going to be the most important thing we do. As a friend of COP26, I sure hope that this will be the COP where adaptation gets the sort of prominence it deserves. Because if we don't do it, we'll see this many times over. And it's just not acceptable. And again, as I said, delay and pay. It will cost us much, much more.
This comes amidst the quick and disastrous swelling of many lakes within the Rift Valley, a phenomenon that environmentalists have been unable to decipher. Lynette Gidwa, TV47.